Hello folks, welcome to Branson Guided Fishing Trips Weekly Fishing Report for Lake Taneycomo. Today is Thursday, March the 14th, 2019. A little bit about what's going on. They had the floodgates open for most of the period since my last fishing report. They've since shut them off. They were working on the generators. They've got them fixed, and they're supposed to stop generating come the weekend and use the floodgates like they did while they're working on the generators to get them all fixed. But for the last 4 or 5 days they've run water, but they were doing it through the floodgates, so the water was actually warmer than what was coming below in the generators. And what that did was that brought some of those shad over from Table Rock, and I mean it was a feeding frenzy for those trout. Anything white you threw, whether it be a crankbait, a Spro stick 110 or a 95, a Spro fat fly, anything that looked like a shad. If you could throw that 1/8 ounce jig out there and let it flutter down and just kind of swim it back to you, I mean those trout just went 8 over it. Rainbows and browns alike, big and little. And we were catching them from the cable all the way down through the outlets, all the way down to the boat ramp down there. Also catching them down below Fall Creek. As far as, they'll eat that shad jig down there all the way to Lily's. I was downtown one day and caught them, with a jig down there. They were spitting up shad, so I thought, well, we'll just throw a jig. So we started doing that and catching them too. As far as from Fall Creek down to Monkey Island, you can still catch them dragging power bait, night crawlers, and snapping that 1/8 ounce Spro. In Gray Ghost is what I've been catching most of mine on. Some days they like that chartreuse shad. It's chartreuse with a little bit of white on the belly. Haven't thrown the sculpin jig too much, just those 2 particular jigs. Haven't thrown a jerkbait over there a whole lot, but when I have, we've caught some nice ones. Most of them are browns, and we're doing most of that from the Lookout Island all the way down to where the docks are there at Trout Hollow. If you're fishing down below Monkey Island, from Monkey Island to, let's just say, I've been as far as Blue Haven Resort down there, you can catch them dragging power bait. You can catch them actually on an egg and a scud just as good. And you can catch them on a straight line jig. I'm throwing an 1/8 ounce Spro fat fly, like I said, either in Gray Ghost or the chartreuse shad. The other things that are working down there, a buoyant spoon. I think it's a 1/3 or an 1/8 ounce. I can't remember what they call it, but in fluorescent red and the golden red colors. You throw the spoon out, let it flutter down, and then just kind of work it back real slow and steady. That's been catching a lot of fish. They stock down there, and they stocked a lot of them. So they're biting good. Need to get out on the water. If you want to go out fishing, give us a call. We'd love to have you. We'd love to have your family. Until next week, good fishing. Good luck. Take care.